Hello everyone, welcome back to Talking Reds. And what a weekend! What a weekend without Liverpool playing. Obviously, it was disallowed because of the Merseyside derby, the wins in Merseyside. But Liverpool not playing means anyone else behind them had a chance to catch up, and only one team pretty much did in terms of winning the game. Anyway, Chelsea came back from 2-0 down against Tottenham just a few hours ago to win 4-2 and go 4 points behind Liverpool. The only team that's really took advantage of Liverpool not playing this weekend. Arsenal drew earlier on, 1-1 away to Fulham. Man City drew yesterday against Crystal Palace. And can we say that Chelsea are in the title race? Currently, technically, mathematically, yes, they are. They are in the title race, and they are looking very, very good, by the way, as well, because even though they were 2-0 down against Tottenham, they were still dominating the game. They're playing very good football. Lavia and Caicedo have been sensational this season, and they're proving why Liverpool were in for him, but they should have done a bit harder to go get him, I think. But they didn't in the end. But we are where we are. Arsenal dropping points was a shock. They did get a late goal to get a winner from Bukayo Saka, but it was ruled offside. So that's not gone down well in the Arsenal fan base, and a lot of them are calling for Arteta now, surprisingly. But you know what? Football's a funny game. Football is a funny game, and it's too early to really push ourselves out there and say, yeah, we're going to win this title, or yeah, these are out of the title race. These are out of the title race. It's not looking good for Man City right now. I'll be absolutely honest with you. You know, they're on the 8 points behind Liverpool. Also, we've got a game in hand due to the Merseyside derby being off. And Arsenal 6 points behind us. Obviously, with a game in hand, we could go 9 points clear of Arsenal again and 11 points clear of Man City. That's just the way it is. But it is still a little bit early to rule anyone out fully. And you know, I just said football's funny, and if I rule people out now, if I rule teams out now, then Liverpool capitulating will just look even worse. If I'm honest, as if we did capitulate, I don't think we would capitulate that bad. I said to yesterday, I said to some people in a chat with me, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, I said to them, look, I don't really see Man City as a major threat right now. Not just because the 8 points behind is potentially 11 if we win the game in hand. I just think the Man City I saw come to Anfield last week was an absolute shadow of a Man City team we've ever played against in the last few seasons, and that to me wasn't a Man City side that pushes for titles. As weird as it is to say it, it just didn't seem like a Man City side that can push for titles, even though they've won 4 in a row. And that's very, for me to say that, and I don't say things like that. I don't really say people, teams are that bad and they're definitely out of it. But for me, I really am. I don't want to rule Man City out, but I really look at them thinking, are you really serious contenders right now because of the way I've seen? However, Man City, Pep is Pep, and they can easily turn it around. They probably will turn it around at some point. De Bruyne get back into playing, team get back together. If they'll go out and buy a DM in January to replace the Rodri absence, then they're more than capable enough to come back into this title race properly. And right now, they're on the verge of going out of it. I think they're probably on the edge. If I was going to say anything, it would be on the edge of going out of it. This sort of, but now it's up to them to turn it around to if they want to get back into it or fully knock themselves out of it completely. But Chelsea are the ones right now that are, for me, we're looking back behind us, and Chelsea are the ones. Chelsea, like us, really wasn't really tipped to be in the title race this season. Definitely not. And a lot of people said, "Oh, Chelsea have spent all this; they're not going to get it right. Not going to get it right. Look at all the money spent. Look at all these players they've got." But Maresca's come in, and what a job he has done, by the way. He said, "Look, I may have about 40 somewhat players, but these are my 25. These are my 25, and this is my team. So the rest of them, that's not on me. I didn't buy these players. I'm choosing my 25, and I'm going to go with this. And I'm showing. And the thing is, this Chelsea team have got a talented team. I'll be absolutely honest with you, very talented team and depth. The only thing that costs Chelsea, I think, is obviously the keeper and defense, the defensive depth as well. It could hold Chelsea back. However, their midfield and their attacking options is ridiculous. In terms of even more so than ours, I'd say it's on par of ours, especially attacking wise. Like João Felix's backup, Neto, Sancho, Cole Palmer, Jackson, Madueke. It's a sensational attacking lineup. Midfield, that midfield of Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia. I think that's a fucking strong midfield. That's a hard to break down midfield. A very, very balanced midfield as well, especially if Cole Palmer plays at like an attacking sort of mid role with Lavia and Caicedo, or Enzo and Caicedo behind him, something like that. It's quite a balanced midfield, and they are, for me, a very strong candidate for the league because of that, because of the midfield and the attack. Defense does win titles though, and this is what I think probably will, in the end, run them down to the ground, where the defense and the keeper sort of letting them down a little bit. But I'll tell you one thing: Maresca deserves a clap, and Maresca deserves the flowers that people should be giving him, because he's done a fantastic job at Chelsea. A job that not many people wanted to take over. A job that people said, "Oh, it's hard to take over that Chelsea team. Look, all the players they're not going to keep everyone happy." And Maresca's gone in there and said, "Look, this is the way I'm running it, and this is my tactics. I'm sticking to the tactics, whatever players we've got, and it's working." They're now starting to 2-0 down today at Tottenham, and like I said, Tottenham's Tottenham, and the Spurs here. However, to be 2-0 down away at Tottenham and still sort of keep playing the way they were playing, and eventually just come out as winners anyway. Credit where credit's due. It's as simple as that. Credit where credit's due. Going on to Arsenal, though, that was a missed, very, very big missed opportunity for Arsenal today. Very big missed opportunity for Arsenal today. I'm sorry, Liverpool not playing today. They should be the main team to put the pressure on Liverpool. For me, they're still. I looked at them at the start of the season to be my title tip to go for the title. So I thought it was just an absolute perfect chance today for Arsenal to say, "Look, let's get 4 points behind Liverpool, and let's see what they do then when they do play that game, and see if the pressure gets to them." But they didn't do that, and they were very, very poor again, relying on set pieces a lot, which is it seems to be coming every single week now with Arsenal relying on set pieces a lot, and that's not sustainable enough for me to get results and stay in the title race. I still think they will be in the title race. Obviously, I think they'll come back, and I think they'll bounce back quite easily. I'm trying to think who they got next. Arsenal. I think they've got 1 second. I'll just have a quick look. Yeah, they got Everton away. Everton at home next week, so I think they'll bounce back quite quickly from that drop points today and beat Everton at home next week. And Liverpool obviously at home to Fulham, where McAllister misses out on that game as well. So having got away with it yesterday, not missing yesterday's game. It's this Christmas period is going to be a very, very interesting one for the title race. I think it's really going to separate who's in the title race and who's not in the title race. I think for me, and I think this time for Man City over the next month or so into January, it's key for Man City to get themselves back in the title race. It's key for Arsenal to say, "Look, we are right behind you, Liverpool, right behind you," because Chelsea are doing it. It's Arsenal's time to do that as well now, and start next week with Everton. Liverpool have got some tough games coming up. Absolutely tough games. We've got Fulham's not an easy game. I know it's at Anfield, but Fulham's not an easy game. And then we've got Tottenham coming up as well. They're not easy games at all. We've got Leicester at home. I think we should be looking to win. Away to West Ham, but away to Tottenham. We've got Man United as well coming up. Again, I know that Man United are Man United, but it's one of them games where form goes out the window against Man United sometimes, and we don't like playing them no matter what. We are title favourites. We are absolutely title favourites, and rightly so. We're clear at the top of the league. Chelsea are the team that is pushing us, and not seen a series called title contenders to most. So we are rightly title contenders. Whether we win it or not, that's. Let's see. What do you guys think of the title race? Who do you think's in the title race, guys? Chelsea, Arsenal. Who are the biggest threat right now? For me, Arsenal's still my biggest threat. Man City in and out. We don't really know what to expect of Man City anymore at the moment. It's not looking good for them, but it's Pep and Man City, so they're expecting to come back. How key is this this Christmas run now coming in? Because games come thick and fast in this Christmas period, and this is where squad depth is used. This is where the fringe players are used a little bit more than what would usually use them before the Christmas period, because it's like those games are spread out. We've got Champions League coming up as well. We've got Girona midweek, so Arne Slot has got to pick his team very, very carefully over the next few weeks. McAllister's out next week, obviously, for the suspension. Gravenberch is 1 yellow away from his suspension, so if he gets suspended in that, he misses the Tottenham game, which is a big, big game to miss. But RVL's coming back. Jota's on the way back. Talk about Chiesa coming back as well. Alisson Becker should hopefully be back soon, fully fit in terms of into the starting 11. So it's a big month for Arne Slot now to not decide his 11 going forward, but decide who he gives a chance in the next few weeks in these key games, especially the Premier League games. Champions League is pretty much it's hard to say, but it is pretty much done. It feels like pretty much done because of we're 4 wins out of 4. Well, sorry, 5 wins out of 5 and 3 games left. That should be it, really, in terms of the top. In terms of going through, and I think it should be it for the top, coming top really in the Champions League. So I think that can be on the back burner. Do we rest players against Girona? Do we do that? Or is that disrespectful? Is that taking? Not disrespectful. Is that really? What's the word? Is that playing with fire a little bit? Resting players against Girona and not getting the job done properly, making sure we come top of that Champions League first before we start to rest players, maybe in the last Champions League game or something like that. Get that top of the Champions League first, and then start to look at bringing people in and out and giving them the rest that they need. Harvey Elliott coming back is a key one for me. It gives Szoboszlai a bit more competition to either up his game, or if he don't up his game, Harvey Elliott can step on without any worries that any drop off is going to happen, because Harvey Elliott's sensational himself. Diego Jota coming back is key as well for me, because we've been speaking about Darwin Núñez. A lot of people have been speaking about Darwin Núñez. I did the stats content on him, the stats episode on him, and he needs to start either picking up, or Diego Jota's just going to slot back in. I'm hoping I do see Diaz going properly up top and Gap on the left, possibly going forward into the next few weeks. The Fulham game next for Liverpool could be a banana skin. If I'm absolutely honest with you, it could be banana skin. And like I said, with Arsenal getting Everton at home next, that could be a potential chance where Arsenal catch up on us. I do expect to beat Fulham at home at Anfield. This is our ground, but Fulham are a very up and down team, and they've got some talented players in Smith Rowe, Jimenez up front as well. Even Iwobi is a decent player. They can surprise Wolves, and I won't take them I won't take them lightly at all next week. Going to the fixtures next week as well. Brentford away to Chelsea. So Brentford away to Chelsea. So Chelsea home to Brentford next week as well. Brentford that can't play away from them. So again, that's possibly another win for Chelsea. Man City have 1 second. I'll just quickly have a gander. Man City have Man United at home. Better less said about that, the better. Chelsea have got some easy games. Really, looking at Chelsea's fixtures. One second, I'm just going to go through Chelsea's fixtures here right now. They've got Brentford at home, Everton away, Fulham at home, Ipswich away, Crystal Palace away, Bournemouth at home, Wolves at home. That's until January the 20th. They're serious title contenders with that fixture list. Serious title contenders. And they're down to 4 points behind Liverpool now. Obviously, we have a game in hand, but sometimes games in hand don't really work in your favour mentally, because now the 4 points behind us, there's more pressure on us not to drop in that. I'd rather points on the board than the game in hand. There's more points pressure on us now to not drop in that game, because if we played yesterday, there'd been less pressure on that game than being 7 points clear at the time. At the time, 7 points clear, not knowing what Chelsea were going to do today, especially with Tottenham. We thought Tottenham might get a result today, but now Chelsea did go to Tottenham and got the win. Going into these games now, maybe one more game available than Chelsea. The pressure's more so there for us now, being 4 points clear of them, and that run they've got there. It's not an easy run, because there's no really easy run in the Premier League, but on paper it is an easy run. And the way Chelsea play right now, they could very well win all those. Look, like, it must be what? Let's have a look at that. Count them up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games until they play Man City in January. 7 games, 7 winnable games. 21 points possibly for Chelsea for there. That's their aim. There will be at least probably 16, 17, 18 points out of that. I think we're disappointed with less, if I'm honest, the way they're playing. And when that comes around, just comparing the fixtures, just go through Liverpool fixtures right now, just comparing the fixtures between the two, we have definitely got the toughest fixtures on paper there. We've got Fulham at home, Tottenham away, Leicester at home, West Ham away, Man United at home, Forest away, Brentford away. I mean, I'd like to say Tottenham away it's a funny one, Tottenham, because Tottenham are a weird team. They turn out and then play like they did against Man City, and then again they lose again today. They lost the other week. You don't know what Tottenham's going to turn up against Liverpool. This is what especially away, I don't know what Tottenham's going to turn up. So I'm hoping today's Tottenham turn up and then we beat them anyway. But like, West Ham's not really easy away. They're hot and cold at the moment. Man United's never an easy game anyway. Apart, it can be sometimes. But Forest and Brentford away then in January, they're ones that are really potential bogey skins, banana skins, because Forest are just getting results right now. They really are. I know they beat Man United yesterday, but they really the fifth in the league. They're looking very good. Brentford at home are the best team in the league at home at the moment. It's their away form at the moment that's letting them down. So those two games, especially for me, I'd be looking at and saying, these are, if we get through these as wins, then I'm very, very happy. Obviously, if they win the other ones as well, like your Tottenhams and your Leicesters and your West Hams, there's no point dropping against West Ham and Man United and then beating Brentford and Forest, because you're dropping against easier opposition. Easier opposition, because Man United right now are an easier opposition than Forest, for example. What do you guys make of the title race, though? Honestly, I want to get your comments in. What are your thoughts on the title race? Are Chelsea serious contenders right now? Are Arsenal still the biggest threat behind us? And what do you make of Man City and their form and their position now in the title race? Because Pep Guardiola probably never been like this before. He's never been in this situation. No matter who he's managed, it's going to really test his character. It's going to really test his managerial ability now in the next coming weeks. Can they get back into the race? Let's see, and let's just keep that gap as much as we can, as long as we can. Chelsea are breathing down next, and Arsenal will eventually start to breathe down as well. So the best we can think is just go one game at a time. Alan Slot says it, the players say take one game at a time, but that's all we can do, is take one game at a time. Play Fulham next week, get a win against Fulham, and then on to Tottenham the week after. So it's going to be a fun few months for football fans. It's going to be a fun few months for Liverpool fans, hopefully. I'm hoping it's going to be a fun few months for us, but it's going to be a very, very telling month more than anything. It's going to be a very, very telling month. It's going to tell us who's going to in a serious title race, who's Liverpool's biggest threat coming forward, and so on. Thank you everyone for watching. Like I said, get your comments in. Who's your biggest title threat in the title race right now for us? Like this video, please. Subscribe to the channel. all it takes is just one little like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and get notification bells on as well. I appreciate all the support that I have got so far, but I would love people to help us go on this journey as well as Liverpool fans. It's a brand new channel, really, probably a month in now of this channel, but I want to create amazing content for you guys, different kind of content every now and then as well. Keep it fresh, keep it with talking quizzes, talking stats, different kind of content for you guys. Thank you everyone for watching, and come on the Reds.